I'm one of the strongest men to ever walk the earth.
I love Caesar salad.
Hello, Robert. You seem very flexible.
Hello, Mr. Bagatron. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
You look good, bud. You look good. Like you look like you're a little I feel slow, but like you at least look like you're about it right now. I don't know what it is. You look like you're about your business, dog.
Well, let me tell you a story about yesterday. I'm wearing these headphones, so it's going to get me a while to catch up. So yesterday I was so Sunday night I was with Bert Kreishcer in Richmond, Virginia, and I had to get to Washington D.C. and then I was grabbing a flight at 6 a.m. Well, they got a shuttle for me and a couple other guys up to D.C. To the airport, and I thought I was just going to go to the right into the airport, right? But actually, they took us to a hotel, and I was like, oh, I get to sleep for 2 hours. I'm tired. I'll sleep for 2 hours. Anyways, I wake up at 7 o'clock. My flight is at 6. I'm never the one that panics. I'm always just like, oh, I'll get another flight and get on the next flight. Whatever was going through my head, I got up, put on my hoodie, grabbed my luggage, started running down the hall. Right?
It's already an hour after the flight.
Yeah. So I'm in pure panic mode. Right? Gets better.
It's too late to panic.
yeah. And I never do this about flights. Anyway, so I get to the front desk. Hey, when's your next shuttle? They're like 15 minutes. You just missed it. And I'm just like, panic starts in anymore. Like, should I get an Uber? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I can't breathe. Right? Check my pulse. My pulse is like just going crazy. Right? Now I'm just like, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. Right?
My left arm.
Yes, my left arm. I walk up to the front desk. Hi, I might be having some anxiety, but I think I might be having a heart attack too. Guess who called 911? They called 911. Next thing I know, there's a cop standing beside me. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Do you do drugs? I'm like, huh? I'm like, no, I'm not doing very well right now. It's all, next thing there's paramedics there, and they check me out. And they're like, and all of a sudden my body just starts, just like I'm like, what's going on, right? So I go, and they go, what's going on? So I describe everything. They go, well, so they check me. They have to shave me because I'm so hairy. A bunch of different places. They put the things on.
I've done those.
And then the next thing I know, I'm at an emergency room
in Virginia.
In Virginia, just outside of IAD airport. Anyways, they took great care of me. No, your boy's just a pussy.
Everything's good. I've been in those situations, and I've been around other people going through those situations. And yeah, it feels like you're like, well, are all my affairs in order?
That's exactly what I was just like. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I got to make 3 phone calls and make sure this, and this are done.
Yes. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're all right. I mean, what you end up getting a flight and going home and everything normal? Like, not.
I just did the normal thing that you normally would do. I just took a later flight instead. I would have I don't know what was going on. Apparently, I have a lot of stress going on. But
when you get in a rhythm too, like you wake up and your whole day starts off in that mode, and then it just compiles, and it's like, bro, that's an easy way to let it build, and you end up sitting on the curb talking to the cops.
Exactly, it was crazy. So anyways, I lost my headphones, so now I'm wearing these giant Beats.
It looks more professional. It's good. Did you lose your headphones mid-stroke? Is that what happened?
Yeah, mid-stroke.
Put them down somewhere. Like, I can't have these in my head. I
probably threw them across the room. In that panic.
I feel the Bluetooth waves when I'm having a bad day. It's like I can't do it.
So that's how it was. And then I seen like Liev Schreiber have the same thing happen to him yesterday. I was like, it's just not me. It's him too.
It happens, man. It happens. That's being an adult, I think. Like, that's just fucking is what it is.
It's funny what you said about the are my orders in all in a row? I was just like, oh, I don't think they are.
Yeah.
I gotta get some shit done.
Yeah.
I don't got time for this.
It'll really set you straight. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, how was your weekend?
No strokes. You know, I came to LA actually. I was in LA and I know, no phone calls, nothing. I didn't have 10 minutes to myself. I was filming a music video.
Of course you were.
Say it again.
I said, of course you were filming a music video. That's what everybody thought. Oh, he's got to be filming a music video. Well, tell us about that.
It's a Christmas song that's coming out. It's really cool. It's fun. We had some really cool special guests I got to hang out with. Like, I don't even know if I want to say who it was, but it was like, it was awesome. It was badass.
Why don't you want to say it?
I don't know. I get weird about that. How do you feel about that? Like when you're telling a story and you're like, oh, this incredibly famous person pops in. It's like, sometimes it feels natural and sometimes it feels really,
well, I'll be honest with you. This is a
like
podcast.
You're grasping for something.
This is a podcast and we want information. So I think you should make it feel natural. And
That's true. I shouldn't look at it like it's a normal conversation. I should look at it like it's a podcast. It's hard to do that too.
It's also not a humble brag. It's just you telling us what you did, and people tune in because they want to hear about what you and sometimes I did.
That makes sense. I got to stop talking to people in the real world about the podcast too, because then it makes you think like you got to structure it in a certain way. Like it's not.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
So who was it?
So it was we had Leo DiCaprio and we had Sacha Baron Cohen.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, it was just freaking nuts, bro. It was nuts. And,
is it for a movie or is it just for what's
for a music video? But they're all very close with my buddy Lucas. Like Lucas Haas is like best friends in that group. And they've been best friends since like 81, you know, when they all just started doing Hollywood stuff together. And so like they're always together. And then they came in for the music video and stuff. And it was super fucking sick. Leo was like, bro, it was like,
Did you fanboy?
No, I did good. I was very good. I was also busy, which makes it way better. When you have, so like I got invited to do more shit and it was like, nah, because like I don't want to sit there and have nothing to do but a drink in my hand that I don't want to drink. Like I'm working. I'm in this. I've got shit I have to remember. I've got shit to do. I'm cool. If you're here where I'm working, I'll do great. And
that's awesome.
And so like he was like the fucking coolest, bro. Like obviously he shows up, pops up in the room. We're in this upstairs loft at the Rainbow Room, and there's the vampire Hollywood vampires hang out, like John Lennon and Lemmy and like all these legendary musicians had this hangout spot, and we're filming up there. And you know, we're 30 people deep getting these silly shots, and then they pop in and you know, like obviously, like you see it. I saw it on all the girls' faces first. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. There was. I'm not going to get too detailed because I don't want to be rude. But there was one of the girls was not having a good time. She was a frumpy. Like I was being nice to everybody. I was like, oh, you want this, you want that, da da da. I knew where everything was because I've been hanging out with Lucas the whole day. You know, doing that stuff. And one of the girls was not having a good time at all, frumpy and disheveled to say the least. And he walks in, her face lights up like a Christmas light, right? And
he's no longer frumpy.
Grabs two of the props and starts shaking them and dancing like she's in the stuff. It was fucking hilarious.
Cranky was no longer cranky.
Nope, it made her day. And all he had to do was pop in, and it was cool.
That's awesome.
He was super nice, and he gave me a nice compliment. He was really.
Did you get to talk with him at all? Or did you get to talk with him?
Very briefly, yeah, for a little bit. He told me his name, and I luckily skipped the ridiculous like thing everyone probably always does. It's like, well, of course you're Leo or whatever. I was busy, so I luckily got to like have a normal conversation with him. He was nice. He was complimentary. He's obviously seen Gemstones, and he's very close with Lucas, so he's seen my work and stuff. And getting a compliment from someone like that, it's like,
yeah. And then Sacha Baron Cohen, did you get to talk to him at all?
Very briefly, even less. Like he was like, I don't think he even did anything in the video. He was with the guys, and he was kind of
great. What's great?
A lot.
You don't need to talk to him though. You just need him to see what you look like and what you do, and that'll be a good thing. That puts you in his head, and that's really cool. Yeah, it's not like you just blend in with the background.
Yeah. So, well, especially this too. This was one of the most awkward things happened. Oh my gosh. We're in a group and it's a Christmas song, so it's like a lot of cheering this, and then the camera stop and everything dies down. And we're getting set up for another shot where everyone's like on the stairs or whatever. And I'm like, hey, everybody, Happy New Year. It's a big thing, like that. And one of the fucking guys in the group who's like a paid extra, it's almost super weird for me even to say it now. It's very weird. But he goes, just randomly, we're all sitting there. We've already done a few takes. And then he just randomly yells out, everybody just shut up and listen to Obie. He's so fucking cool. And like he said, and then he said another thing almost exactly word for word like that again. And like in front of all those people, in front of all and then there's 20 other people on the stairs. And it really I almost wanted to make fun of the guy. And then I was like, but then I'm that asshole.
Right.
I pretended not to hear it. I moved. I waited for my.
Yeah, that's right. Obie is cool.
It's so weird. And that's fucking awkward, bro. You're a comedian. I know every comedian is super awkward if you get like personal or you get complimentary. Those things, they're used to making jokes about their shit. They do it all the time. Like that's how most comedians deal with their shit. They make a joke about it.
Yeah.
And like
comedy autism.
Yeah. And so it was, I mean, I'm sitting here digging in my Starbucks cup. I feel so awkward right now. So
don't feel awkward. We've got a great guest today. Josh Blue is here. He has a new special out on YouTube. He's got a new book on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon by Josh Blue. And you can also get it on his website. He's here for us today. We'll talk to him about being a comedian and feeling awkward in places. Our guest today is a fantastic comedian. He won, I think, was it season 4, Josh?
Yep.
Season 4 of Last Comic Standing. He tours all the time. He's one of the funniest guys. And also, whenever I go into a place, they always say Josh Blue is one of the nicest guys that works here, as well as being funny. Please welcome Josh Blue.
Well, they're liars.
They're liars.
Yeah, I'm a real prick.
Well, you're getting away with it. Let's put it like that. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, guys. Just rocking it, doing the road, I got teenagers, so I'm kind of in the thick of it right now. But besides that, I'm okay.
How many kids do you have?
2. My boy is 17 and my girl is 15. So
you are in the thick of it.
It's brutal. It's the worst thing I've ever done. It really is. I always wanted to be a dad, but now that I have teenagers, I don't want to be an uncle. I'm done.
Yeah. Do you find you make your money on the road, but you also want to be at home at the same time while you're raising these kids? Is it a struggle in that?
Yeah,
facet?
I mean, the thing is, obviously, this is what I've done my whole career, and this is what my kids know. But also, I wanted to be around when they were little, and now I'm happy to be gone.
Your wife must thank you. Oh, thanks for the help, buddy. Thanks for the help.
I'm actually divorced, so I got 50% custody. So I get, so I basically
comedian's dream.
Yeah, I get them Sunday through Wednesday, and then I travel, Thursday through Sunday. So
that is awesome. That is really cool. It's really rare to hear stuff like that too. Like I'm in that same situation, and that's like uber rare. That you get to have them 50-50. It sounds really cool, and hopefully for having teenagers like that. That makes things easier on them too.
It's pretty good, but then obviously I don't really have any downtime, so I go straight from being a rock star on the road to being a shitty dad.
That's awesome.
So you were born. You were not born in America. You were born in Africa, if I'm
Yeah,
yeah.
in Cameroon, West Africa. Yeah.
Uh, how does that happen? Tell us. Explain the story.
Yeah, so my dad is a professor. He's a linguist. He teaches, well, he's retired now, but was a French and Italian professor, but then he just really loved Africa, and they went over to Cameroon for 2 years. It was kind of like he was a professor teaching English in a very small village. Well, it's a city, but it's, back in the late 70s, it was pretty primitive. And then, I just happened along halfway through that adventure. And I'm the youngest of four, but I don't think my folks were really expecting to have a kid in Africa. And the medical facilities weren't great there. So that's how I ended up with palsy. So,
Is that really?
yeah, I actually was in utero for 10 months, so I didn't want to come out for some reason.
You want to get to America.
Yeah. And then finally they did like an emergency C-section, and it wasn't great.
That's crazy. I've seen the facilities in parts of Africa, and that would not make me excited as a dad. I mean, I don't have to do anything but watch, and holy shit, that'd be a lot.
Yeah, one of my specials I talk about it. I had this joke about like being born in Africa, when the baby's coming, get a shovel.
That's crazy. My brother Steve's got CP, and
okay.
He was pretty solid up until he was like 14, 15, and then like one day he just fell, and they didn't know why, and they tried to give him some tests and a shot in his spine, and then all of a sudden it was really bad.
Oh shit, man, that sucks. They didn't tell me it could get worse. Fuck, man.
No, well, that's what I was gonna ask.
Shit, so, like, man. I thought it was fine. I'm not falling down. I know that much. Shit.
Well, I'm curious. So for him, there's a lot of deterioration if he doesn't do specific exercises and stuff. So like his hand, you can tell if he hasn't been for a month working on stretching it and opening it and that kind of stuff. Do you have to worry about that, or you just doing your shit?
It's so funny. Nobody told me any of this shit. So I'm like, fuck, maybe I should start working out on this thing, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know. There's very few doctors that know anything about palsy. It's weird. Like this, they get real. It's a lot of gray area. There's no adult like palsy doctors, so it's kind of weird. It's just not a field that people go into for some reason. I've had people ask me to go into it and study to be like, no, I'm a fucking comedian. I ain't doing that shit, man.
You're a terrible dad and a comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, sir, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, so from Steve's experience, that's what we've learned. And like it was even so he's in a wheelchair, and they're told that the more he works his legs and stuff, he'd still be able to walk if he did it. Like but it also doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing for you. But
also I feel like for me, I've always just been like, I guess, doing that by living, you know what I mean? So I've been doing 200 shows a year for like 20 plus years, carrying my own bags and running for connections and shit like that. So I feel like I'm probably doing that, just not like on that mental level. I'm doing it by living and being a dad, and I used to play soccer for the Paralympic team, so I just I've always been like a really competitive person, so nothing gets me off more than beating like able-bodied people in anything. So I think it's kind of my competitive nature that's gotten me to this level of just like I'm just gonna keep going until it don't work no more, and then I'm still gonna probably keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
even your speech and stuff too. Like Steve, if he doesn't do exercises with his mouth, it's harder for him to communicate. But you
yeah,
communicate for a living. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I'm talking a couple hours a night often. Doing 2 shows a night sometimes. So yeah, I think that this lifestyle that I have is been good for it. Maybe not all the drinking and smoking weed, but
That'd be great if it got out that all of a sudden, more people with CP start doing stand up because they hear that your story,
oh yeah,
how it's done well for
Get
you. Like,
active.
like this is the way to say active people. All do stand up, run for
there's
planes.
already a shitload of palsy comedians that have come out. I'm not the first one, but I think I'm definitely the first one that was really in the limelight. And
The
you
only one
got
not on Kill Tony.
there was there was one that man, this is a long time ago, but one time I went to this random open mic in Denver, and there were three other palsy comics on before me. And I went on, I was like, I've created a fucking monster. I'm
That's
sorry,
really
everybody.
funny.
But of disability, like the palsy is the most prevalent in comedy, I think. So it's weird. Like palsy people, for whatever reason, have a funny bone going.
Do you think that's defending yourself because of your being able to be seen? Your physical problems are able to be seen, and you have to be able to
Sure, I feel
deflect.
like it's kind of a defense mechanism. I've definitely had that thought before, but also I feel like it's not really a cognitive disability. I mean, it can be. It just depends on how much your brain was affected
Right.
But I think what happens a lot of times, which is really cool. I know a lot of very successful palsy people is because whatever area is damaged in the brain, your brain finds new pathways to get to the same result. But a lot of times it's not the normal way of getting to that. So I feel like we've just found a way to succeed on a different path than everybody else. I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does make sense, and it's the way it should be. Everybody should find a different path no matter what you're dealing with. You got to
right.
find a different path, right? It's life is not like linear, so it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
for sure. And also I feel like I really had to mature pretty early on because like when I was a kid, I always just kind of knew like, oh shit, this is what it is. It's not going to get better. I better deal with it, and I better be cool with what dealing with it means.
Right. So you said you played for the Paralympic soccer team.
Yep.
Um, was that the U.S. team or the Cameroon team? Like
US. Yeah,
U.S. Do
yeah,
you have a
yeah.
Cameroon passport?
I don't. I was looking at getting a. It's kind of funny. I was asked my parents like, can I get dual citizenship? But every male Cameroonian has to do 2 years in the military, uh, which I thought would be a hilarious sitcom, like the palsy white guy in the Cameroon military.
Oh my
You
God, how's
probably
it
have to
going?
get recircumcised too. Jesus.
Dude, have you pitched that?
No,
Oh my God,
was
that is hilarious. Oh my God. That
would
that
that just be so funny? Just like, who the fuck is this guy? Give, give him the
and,
submachine gun. Yeah.
and what's the in Cameroon, what's the percentage of white people in
Oh, it's
Cameroon?
very low. I mean,
And what you can gets even better.
yeah, yeah.
White guy
Oh,
with palsy
yeah.
joins the military.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's very, very low.
oh my God. Can I pitch that?
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm
Okay.
in.
Oh my God. Just that. Oh my God. That needs to be made by Danny McBride. That would be fantastic.
Saving Private Policy. Let's do it, man. I'm in.
I love it. So how do you? I'm guessing you play soccer for your family. Are you soccer fans? Like, how's it go?
Yeah, so I grew up. I'm the youngest of four. Like I said, all my siblings are, one state and, played pretty high level in high school and all that. And I just never, I mean, what happened was, I loved the game. I loved kicking the ball. I tried out in junior high and they cut me from the team and it really just like broke my heart. Like my humble opinion, junior high, nobody should be cut from a team. Just let me come to practice, let me learn, let me get better. But it never
Yes.
discouraged me from like loving the game and kicking the ball. And I'm a big Cameroon soccer fan, and the World Cup was always big at my house. And then I went to college, and I just was known as the guy with the soccer ball on campus. So everywhere I go, I just have a ball at my feet, and it was like during lunch break, I'd have a circle of people just on the main square kicking the ball, and you know, girls would walk by and I'd literally kick on the ball and see if they kick it back. Like just kind of like playing it with, and then it just, it just, I just love the game. But me having the ball all the time really got my touch really good, and I can juggle real good. And I didn't even know what the Paralympics were. Like growing up, we never heard of that shit, right? I mean, and then once I graduated from college, I moved to Colorado. I, this palsy woman that I was working with, she saw me kicking the ball, and she's like, there's a team for you, right? And I was like, no. And then she told me about it, and she gave me the tiniest little scrap of paper with the coach's email on it. And I emailed him, and I remember it said, "My name's Josh Blue. I'm 22 years old. I have cerebral palsy, and I'm a damn good soccer player." And
That's
he wrote back like 2 days later, "Nice to meet you, Josh Blue. We're always looking for damn good soccer players." And then like 2 weeks later, I was on a flight to DC for tryouts, and I was on the team for 8 years. I've been to 8 countries playing for the U.S. I was in the '04 Paralympics, and yeah, so pretty
where
crazy story
where were the '04 Olympics,
in
Paralympics?
Athens.
Oh man. So
Yeah,
do you guys go you fly over as the one's ending and then that's that would or are you guys there for the whole thing?
yeah. So the Olympics ends, and then the Paralympics starts like the week after. So and we stay in all the same facilities, playing all the same. So yeah,
So
So
it's
you
they're
show
pretty.
up.
sleeping in used condoms, basically,
Yeah,
from what I
basically.
hear.
Bunch of debauchery, man. It's the
Well,
same. It's the same for Paralympics, man. Everybody was fucking everybody.
Fucking right.
tell us
So many
about the
terrible questions I just
yeah.
thought
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
of.
Ah,
Oh,
How
well,
did you guys
how about
play?
just
Did
the
you play?
story?
Sorry,
oh man, we sucked, dude. We got our asses kicked, bro.
no wonder they were looking for some more damn good soccer players.
Yeah. They didn't find one in me, I guess. No,
That's
I
what.
was I my endurance is just shit. Like I just never. So basically, right when I was finding the soccer team, I found the Comedy Works in Denver, and I really just skyrocketed on the scene here. So I can't think of two more opposite ends of
Yeah,
the spectrum of being like a comic, partying all night, and then supposed to get up at 6 and jog. Like I'm more like put me in the game, coach. I'll score some goals, but I ain't fucking around with like cardio.
that's funny. How was it? Was it an amazing time? Or would you like your description of it?
Yeah, I mean, I've had tons of success in my career and my life, but those are the days I look back on like what an amazing adventure I was on. Like literally getting on two rocket ships that were heading in opposite directions.
Yeah,
Because it's like so crazy to like I went from being a nobody soccer player to being on the national team playing in the Olympics, and then going from I was doing comedy in college, but then finding Comedy Works, which is one of the best clubs in the world, and then just like getting to be there. Like they took me in and they nurtured me, and like I was at that comedy club 6 days a week where I was just like sitting in the back watching Brian Regan or, you name them coming through there and just getting to
Top
like,
guys in the game, always the top
yeah,
guys in the game there. Yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
women.
and just getting to like not just like sit in the back and watch, but like then the servers were on my side and they'd go to these big name people, be like, hey, you got to see this kid. And then they'd throw me on, do 5 minutes, and then they'd be like, oh, you're amazing anytime you want. So just like, it was one of
Nice.
those crazy times in my life where just like things were working.
And the best intro for a guy starting out, just back from the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Sure, buddy, sure.
I
Yeah,
love it.
it's
How did
pretty
you
cool. Yeah.
how did you meet your ex-wife? Did you meet her through comedy?
Well, that's funny. I hooked up with a wheelchair basketball player at the Olympics.
There you go,
That
Robert.
was literally going to be one of my questions.
Yeah. So she was like the star basketball player on the women's national team. They won gold. We lost horribly.
Can any of them dunk?
uh, I'll tell you this, they can't dunk, but when they won, this is one of the craziest things. You know how you cut the net down when you
Uh-huh.
win a championship? Each one of these girls took turns climbing a ladder and cutting one piece of the net down with
Fucking
like
badass.
with paralyzed legs. Like I watched the girl that I dated, she's paralyzed from the waist down. She hauled her ass up this ladder. It was one of the coolest. Like that was even cooler than them winning the fucking gold. Like watching
That's
these
so cool.
women. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So basically, I ended up hooking up with her, and it was kind of a long distance relationship. She was kind of a psycho, and then she basically, it was like so stupid, but she called me. She goes, "Hey, my friend is coming to Denver. She's moving there. You should take her out and show her the city." And then I fucking pulled the switcheroo.
She knew what was going to happen.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah,
You didn't realize you were being dumped by her sending a girl out to you.
yeah. Who was equally psycho? I found out, but
Ah.
whatever.
But we have a common denominator, but we
Yeah.
don't talk about it.
Oh my God. Robert, do you have any questions?
No, I mean, I wanted to talk about your special and stuff. I mean, obviously, stories and all that stuff, but you haven't got to see it yet. Freak Accident is on YouTube right now, and it's what how many of you've done?
That was my fifth special.
Fifth
And
special.
Maniac.
And
Maniac.
then, yeah,
I've
dude,
seen a
crazy.
couple of them. Obviously, I'm a big fan of your stuff. I haven't seen all 5 of them.
Oh,
But man,
thanks.
you crush. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, this is one of my best ones. I mean, I feel like I'm the best comic I've ever, I just keep getting better. And this one really hit home and hit hard and just went over 1 million views like a week ago or something.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's just like, there's so much shit out there now that anything gets that traction feels pretty cool. So
Where did you do it?
I did it actually at Comedy Work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Most of my specials have been done there because they let me do them for free, and it's my home venues. And because there's 2 Comedy Works, so
Yeah, which one do you do it at?
this last one was at the South venue, and then the one before that was downtown. So
Such a different look, such 2 different
Yeah.
feels, right? So,
Yeah.
which is the South one feels more like a theater,
yeah,
Robert, and the downtown club feels like old school. You're going into the bowels, and it's great. It's
yeah.
so
The one
fantastic.
downtown is like my favorite place in the world to perform. It's not
Uh-huh.
it's not the most beautiful for a taping, but it's just like keg of dynamite down there.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
short, they're like short ceilings, which is
Yeah.
fantastic, and it's just the crowd is on you. Some of
Yeah.
them are actually on the stage with you.
Yeah,
It's
there's a little
it
sidebar. Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool, man.
it's really fun, and I think what those both of those clubs are two of the best in two of the best that are ran. So that's awesome that they let you get away with it for free, so you can put a little bit more into it and yeah, film it.
Yeah, and I'm actually represented by Comedy Works. That's my management is Comedy Works.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, I've been with them my whole career, and that's a powerhouse to have, supporting you, and I'm one of their only clients, so it's pretty hands-on. It's like a family, family feel,
Yeah, hand in hand.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's great. Where are you in the next coming couple of weeks? Where are you going?
So I am off to Cleveland on Thursday. I'm at Hilarities. Have you
Which
played
is
there?
another one that is very
Yeah,
close,
old school. Old
Yeah.
school. Old Nick, that guy is a trip.
He's one of those guys that you like. I really he's like we've decided to put a new chandelier into the showroom. I'm like, oh, is that what the showroom needed? A chandelier.
Yeah. He's a trip, man. Last
It's so
time I was
funny.
there, he gave me like a custom baseball bat. I was like, does this mean I'm in the mafia with you now, man? Like, what
You
is
know what he
this?
gave me? He gave me wood brass knuckles.
Nuh-uh. I swear he's like the most mafiosa club owner I've ever, the nicest guy, but you just kind of feel like if you crossed him, you'd get
Yeah,
fucked up.
that's right. You're going to be playing there no matter what. Doesn't matter. Whatever he
Yeah.
wants. Yeah, love it.
What's the
Uh,
week after that? So this the week this comes out. So you've got that coming up. And do you remember your next week?
Oh shit, man. I believe I'm in. Oh, it's Thanksgiving, so I'm like, I go back home to Minnesota, and I'm playing some casino up there, and
nice.
then and then the week after that, I'm in Tacoma at the Tacoma Comedy Club. Have you
Awesome.
played that one? That's a
I played
great
that.
room.
That's a
I
great
like
room
that
too.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You
lot of
come through
fun.
Boise while you're over there?
No, I have the week after that I'm there, but it's a Christmas party for a bunch of plumbers.
That's in Boise.
Yeah.
That's badass, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's my
probably gonna suck for you, from what I hear, but it is funny.
no, it's my second time through with them. They I was there like 3 years ago and they wanted me back. That's cool.
It's
Nice.
funny who you bond with, right? Every so
Yeah,
often there'll be a Christmas party
yeah.
and you'll bond with like a group of guys. They're like,
Yeah.
huh, these roofers want to hang out with me every couple of years. All right, then
Yeah,
we'll do it.
it's so silly, isn't it? This
Yeah,
career. It's a weird one for sure.
there's nothing like it in the world. Um,
It's
I,
fun. I love it.
So I'm gonna revert back to your college days. Where did you go to college? Because you grew. I thought for some reason I thought you grew up in Denver, but you grew up in Minnesota. Did you go to college in Minnesota?
No, I went to college in Olympia, Washington, which is the Evergreen State College, which is like a
Uh-huh.
real hippie
It
college.
got famous for a few years. It got very famous.
Yeah. Uh, it's known for being real, like out there, liberal arts. There's no, I mean, it's the best college I could have gone to. There's no requirements. So if you suck at math, you don't have to do math. And
I could have gone to
actually,
college.
yeah, and you can actually create your own courses and majors. And my senior year, I actually studied stand-up.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm one of the only people out there working in the field that studied it.
In college.
So how old were you when you think you became a stand-up fan?
I always remember, like, I think the first time I really remember stand up was, I think in high school. I think I was in like a civics class, and looking back now, I see that my teacher was just hungover that day, and he put on Bill Cosby himself, which obviously is taboo now, but as a young kid, I remember like sitting there watching that and just going, wow. And the weird thing is, I also remember going, I could do that, which you don't normally like watch a master at their craft as a kid and go, yeah, I could do that, But
That's funny.
it just I always had the gift of being real quick off the cuff and being the I would say class clown, but it's interesting because I'm one of the first disabled kids to go through the public school system in Minnesota. So
Hmm.
I was like the only disabled kid in the class, but I also had a real mouth on me.
It's really funny.
So I could just pop off during class, and they didn't know what to do because I was the only disabled kid, but it was also like funny, you know what I mean? Like I get the teacher to laugh, you know?
Get kind of
Right,
a
right.
free pass with it for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I think you're right about talking about Bill Cosby though. I don't know if those albums should be called Taboo because they're so funny. Like that's the first one that I heard. One of the first ones I heard was a Bill
Yeah,
Cosby, which drew a picture for me because it was an album, it wasn't a video. And I remember thinking, I want to do that. I didn't have balls to say I could do that. I was like, I want to do that.
right.
Yeah, so
Well, I think that's I mean, obviously horrible what he did, but
absolutely, absolutely.
but it also ruined this beautiful body of work that he had. You know, that's what sucks too. But like, you know,
Right.
what an amazing storyteller and what a
I I think it's actually the great thing for stand-ups to see. You should show them that, and then you should show them the other side and do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? You got
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
do this part, don't do
yeah,
that part.
The thing that
it's
spoils his stuff for me isn't, yes, obviously what he did, but also
it isn't.
he was
Yeah,
so fucking phony. The guy was so fake. How are you gonna call Eddie Murphy and give him shit about the way he talks or
Right, right,
rock and all that shit, and you're doing what you're doing? So for me,
right.
that's
like
called a narcissist.
when I watch his stuff and I enjoy it, I feel like I'm being tricked. That's
Yeah,
because that's not even who he is. He's just good at pretending to be what you want him to be.
yeah. No, I'm 100% with you. I have 0% patience, or you know, it's like all these. There's a lot of clean comics out there now, and but there's still a bunch of shitheads, and I'm like, you guys are just a bunch of fucking phonies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
The cleanest comics are the filthiest comics.
Right.
Yeah,
And for me, like I'm not like gratuitously, you know, gross on stage, but I like to say fuck, man. It's how I talk. It's how I
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like I'm not trying to hide who I am because this word may offend you. I personally I don't give a fuck if it does. You know,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the exact same with you right there on both of those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like when somebody says too many F bombs.
Yeah, it's great.
Too many F bombs. If you can't say fuck, you don't tell them an F bomb.
Right. I look at it like it's not the meal, it's a condiment to the meal, you know, like
Right.
a little flavor, a little added, you
Yeah.
know, punctuation.
I like a lot of Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti, is all I'm saying.
Exactly. And one problem I have run into over the years is, you know, I was on Last Comic Standing, which is on NBC, and then a couple years ago I was on America's Got Talent, which is again on NBC. So people see me as this like clean comic, and then they come to my show and I'm like, eat a dick, you know.
You know, it's funny. Josh, I was on Last Comic Standing the last year. I don't know what season it was, but
Uh,
I'm like you. I'm in the ditch a little bit with what I talk about. So
right.
I would send the filthiest stuff in when you had to show them what you're doing. I'd send
Yeah,
the
yeah.
filthiest stuff in to get the least filthy stuff in. That's
Right.
and when on the last episode, I talked about going down on a girl for the first time, and somebody didn't understand what I was talking about,
Oh
and
my Lord.
right, so they cleared it. They cleared it, and then I
Nuh-uh.
did it, and then I did it, and they're like, "You can't say that," and I'm like, "You cleared it in the notes. Why would you clear it in the notes?" And they're like, "Oh my God, you're a bad man."
That's what it means. Well, and that's what you've just come to find. These producers and all them, they don't know what the fuck they're
Oh
doing.
yeah,
And they're always like, that's when I get most upset is when they're like, well, what if you said it this way? I'm like, no, I'm not saying it. That's the dumbest way you could say it. Like, what
that's
the
really
fuck?
funny. Can you
Yeah,
say it with less humor?
yeah. Could you really dumb this down? Yeah, I hate that shit so much.
How were your experiences on those shows otherwise? Did you have a good time? And you must have been happy to find, even though an audience comes out that thinks you're going to be clean, you also
Yeah.
get introduced to an audience that would never find you any other way.
Right. And for me, I feel like my humor exceeds their disappointment that I said fuck. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you
Absolutely.
know, like maybe you don't want to hear that word, but you're still laughing at what I'm saying. And like, I'm not, I'm not afraid to like force feed you what I'm gonna say. You know, if that makes sense. But like, I like, I like breaking that barrier. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they think they don't like it, but in the end, they're giving me a standing ovation anyway. You know, I don't know that way. Um,
That makes
and,
total sense, man. Totally.
and then as far as those shows go, it's just like, you know, it's a reality TV show, right? So, uh, anytime you advance in any of those things, you know, it's all mm, by the grace of whatever they want it to happen. You know what I mean? They
For sure.
say it's all reality, but it's like Fox News is just made up. You know?
I've
All news.
I've
All
I've
news. I
al-
can't have you and Ian killing people.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my god. I find stand up is making somebody laugh at something they never ever thought they'd laugh.
right. Well,
Right?
and if you think about it, it's the involuntary action, right? Laughing, you laugh because it's funny, right? You can't fake a laugh. You can't. I mean, you can, but it's not, you know. But like that's what I love about it. It's like I made you laugh at something that you didn't, like you just said, that you didn't think you'd be able to laugh at.
Yeah. It's fantastic. When somebody does it right, they do it so well. And you are one of those people. You wrote a book.
Oh
Now
yeah.
this is where I get very interested in comedians when they write books. Um, Tell us all about the book.
Well, I just happen to have a copy right here.
Ooh,
It's called Something to Stare At. And basically, I just always have had, you know, like, you know, the being born in Africa. And then I went back to Africa when I was 15 for a whole year. I lived in Senegal. I got homeschooled there for a year. I speak French and I speak Wolof, which is the native language of Senegal. Um, and then, you know, it's just basically my journey from birth to winning Last Comic Standing, and that's where it ends because it's hard to catch up to your own life in an autobiography. Uh,
Right.
but you know, it's hard.
Did you do audiobook and all that with it?
I haven't done that yet. I'm a very slow reader. Um,
Yeah. I'm in the middle doing all that shit right now too. Can
yeah,
you give us
it's
an example of Wolof? I'm really curious to hear it. Like maybe just like
uh,
and tell us
sure.
what you're saying.
Yeah, like when you meet somebody say Nanga Def, and
Say it
they're
again.
Nanga Def,
Nanga Def.
and then your response would be Mangi Firek.
Feedback.
And it's weird. Like
It's just like
some,
hello and how are you? What is that?
yeah, it's like how are you? And then Mangi Firek means I am here only, which basically means like
You're present.
I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. Um, Wolof is my favorite language to speak, and I'm like actually pretty fucking good at it. Like I don't know, my dad speaks 13 languages, so I feel like you know how some families can just do math or whatever. Whatever reason, my brain just does language, and all my siblings we all speak at least three languages, and they're
You do
not the.
comedy in other languages?
I've tried in French. I did a set in Montreal and it was hard as fuck. It was so hard because it's just like it's not just like you're translating a bit. It's like completely different humor, you know.
right.
So and
And
it's like all your tools are kind of taken
al-
away.
also, Montreal has a different dialect, is right as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
right? So
Because my French is very francophone, very African, and Quebecois is a dirty, dirty French.
it's Southern, like it's Southern English, right? Is
Yeah,
basically what it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
And like West African French is very playful, and also Wolof is very like it's a real playful language, and it's kind of I describe it as real ball busty, like you just kind of busting your buddy's balls all day, which is so fun.
Right. Yeah. Can I? What is it? I'm still here. What is it? Munge?
Mangi fi rec.
Do you have that as a T-shirt? You sell? You should sell
No,
that as a T-shirt.
yeah, I should. You know, it's
What would you call a big, robust male child in that? Like a husky
man.
boy.
Oh my God. Let me think about that.
El
Oh fuck.
Gordo.
Oh, no, that's Spanish, buddy.
I know. I'm just throwing shit.
Different continent. I'm trying to think of like Bumak, Bumak, like big boy. Yeah, Gore Bumak. Bumak is like big. Bumak.
Bumak,
And
Bumak,
Gore is like man.
Gore, Bumak.
Gore Bumak. Uh, you know, it's really fun is you know, when you go to New York, like Chinatown, you know, all those dudes that are selling the knockoff purses.
Uh-huh.
Those dudes are all Senegalese. So I like to walk up to them and just start talking Wolof, and they're like, "Who is this homeless guy that speaks my language?" You know,
That's
it
really funny.
it blows their mind.
Just see you walking away with a bunch of free purses.
Yeah, yeah. They always give me little gifts and shit for sure.
Say
It's
hi
fun.
to everybody at home for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. The book is called Something to Stare At. It's available on Amazon.
And my
The
website. Yep,
and your
joshblue.com.
joshblue.com, and the special is out on YouTube right now, and it is called Trainwreck Freak Accident.
Something to stare at.
No, what? No, the special
Oh, freak accident.
Freak Accident. That's
Train
awesome.
train
I
wreck.
like yours.
Train wrecks pretty good too.
Train wrecks for a guy with no legs.
And then you know, also there's a lot of Africa in my book, like a lot of me talk about my time there and being a young, you know, disabled white person. And really, I mean, that really is such a pivoting point in my life. Being 15, I was kind of down on myself for being disabled. And then I went to Africa and I was like, holy shit, I'm doing just fine, you know? And but then the other big thing is when I was in college at Evergreen, I went to Senegal for 3 months and I did an internship in a zoo. And I did like the craziest thing is I became friends with a 400-pound gorilla. And then I had the zookeepers put me in a cage on display for an entire day. And I shared a wall of bars with this gorilla. And it was like, I mean, that moment in my life was like, oh, after I did that, I was like, I can do anything. And that's when I started doing stand up. And that's when I, you know, and it was just like one of those crazy moments where just like, holy shit, like, all right, nobody's ever done this before in the world. Like, nobody's been on display. And like, picture a palsy guy, white palsy guy. I only wore shorts, like no shirt. And then my movements, people couldn't figure it out. And I've been like hanging with this gorilla for months, so I like knew all the body postures of primates and shit. And I mean, it was before cell phones.
I
They
was gonna
said
say
they
it's
said
no
it,
self.
they said it was the busiest day at the zoo they'd ever had because people must have been leaving and going and getting their, like, you gotta come see this shit. Like, and like the most best I ate that entire day. People were bringing bananas and peanuts and throwing them in the cage and shit. Like, it was one of those moments that was just such a like. It sounds cheesy, but I had this thing where it's a day in the cage equals a life on stage because it's just like after that performance, I could do anything.
That's awesome. And
Yeah,
you also noticed you wanted a group around you at all times.
yeah, yeah. I really like the feedback.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, thanks for dropping by and saying hi to us and tell us all about you.
Oh,
You're such an interesting guy. I love hearing about you when I'm on the road because we don't get to cross paths much, but it's always like a good Josh Blue story when I come to town and how nice
I
you are.
know.
So
I don't think that's what sucks about being headliners. You never get to run into other headliners, you know?
yeah, maybe once in a while in an airport you'll see each other, but that's it.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for having me on, guys, and rock on, and we'll see you somewhere.
absolutely, keep kicking ass, man.
All right, you too, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what's great about you, Robert? You have so many siblings. No matter who we have on, one of your siblings has had what they've had.
I knew that was going to surprise you.
I'm like,
No,
are you serious?
I got a ton of hate. My Steve, when everyone was doing the ice bucket challenge, I wanted to tell them too, but you guys were too busy flirting, so I just let you. But they were doing the ice bucket challenge, and he felt so left out. He was like, man, how come nobody challenges me to the ice bucket challenge? And I was like, I'll do it. And he goes, would you? I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, we got to do it big. So I get a big tote, like from Costco, one of those things, you know, like a storage tote. And I fill it with ice and water and everything. And I'm on the back of my truck, and his wheelchair is parked right in front of it. And I do the ice bucket challenge. I dump it on him, and I got so much hate. I was like, people were fucking furious. And Steve was pumped. He was like, he's like, that was so awesome. And he was like really into it. And like, oh man, I was like, I'm never doing a fucking video with you again, buddy.
You are staying out of my videos, buddy. You're bringing me down.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Why would you do that to that poor man?
Robert Obie's a bad man.
I know. I was trying to be inclusive.
I was trying to be inclusive. Instead, I crushed people's spirits and dreams.
Speaking of inclusive, it got a little weird when I brought up what happened at Evergreen. I didn't mean to.
I wanted to know. You'd like it, go.
You guys got to Google it, man. You guys get uncomfortable with those kind of conversations. So
I was waiting for it to happen. I was waiting for him to talk about it, and then he didn't talk about it, and then you didn't talk, and then you didn't talk about it.
No.
Was it worse? Was it worse than the Cosby thing?
Oh man, yeah, it's hard to say anything is worse than that. So it's like,
was it along that lines, or what happened?
Oh no, not like that at all. It's all political bullshit.
Oh, there was all political stuff.
Bullshit, yeah.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
But it did. Evergreen that's how I know of it. Got very, very famous. Very famous.
Really? Well, they let their kids go sit in a monkey cage in Africa. So
I know.
How great is that?
Also, he said he was the only one to do it. I've seen evidence of that it's happened before.
but just sitting in a cage for a day, though, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. No. We used to. Humans have been terrible people, and we've done bad things to people. And there's, the cage thing is not new. Luckily, it didn't seem like it affected him in a bad way. Like, yeah, I was trying to gauge that too. Like, I was waiting. I didn't want to make any jokes because like that could also have really deeply affected him, in other ways.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be fucking intense and crazy and yeah, he makes jokes out of it. That's what comedians do. But from my experience also around comedians, that doesn't mean that they're cool with it,
Right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And I was thinking was that that's the only place that's going to happen. You're not going to be able to get into a cage in America. That's not going to fly over. OSHA is not going to approve that. I'm going to tell you that much. So,
damn, fucking crazy. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Have a good week.
You too, man.